absolutely gutted. I'm not going to lie, I'm absolutely gutted and fuming with that result, if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. But this is the match review for the Sunderland versus Gillingham game. We've just drawn 2-2 at the Stadium of Light, in which was it's an absolute gut-wrenching result when you concede an equaliser with just a couple of minutes left. It's never nice, particularly when you're 2-1 up. We should be seeing that game out at home, but we didn't. But we'll get into the match review. Either way, so we have Burge in goal. We have a back four of McFadzean. We have Flanagan returning to the lineup, which I found strange given that Sanderson had been playing games. He's sort of more match fit. He's looked very good. Obviously, Wright is still out because of the concussion he got in the last game. But Flanagan's been out for a good few weeks now with a broken bone in his foot, and he's gone straight into the starting 11, which I found quite strange. But either way, Flanagan started alongside Willis in the middle with Power at right back, Ledbetter and Scowen just in front of them. Then further forward you have McGeady and Diamond with Wyke and O'Brien up top. So we get into the game, and I feel like we started off really, really well. We got at them, we asked questions, we looked good going forward, and early doors, that early pressure, it paid off. McGeady with a brilliant goal, cutting in from left to right, as he always tries to do. And he's bent it. He did take a slight deflection, but either way, it loops the keeper, goes right into top right-hand corner. Beautiful finish, 1-0. But then the response to that, for me, was horrendous. It was shocking, and it seems to happen time and time again, where we get in front, and rather than asking more questions and trying to extend our lead and make it easier for ourselves, we sit on it. We sit on it, and it's as if we don't dare go for number two. We don't dare go for that second goal. We immediately sat back, asked for Gillingham to get at us, made it easy for them. We were just sitting back at home as well against Gillingham, with no offence to them. That's disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful. It's embarrassing to do that. But, you need to give it to Gillingham that they were very, very good. They dominated after that. For the rest of the half, in my opinion, in general, we couldn't get it out of our own box at times. They were just queuing up on the edge of the box, lining up shot after shot after shot. Granted, they weren't really testing Burge too much, dragging shots wide once they smashed it against the bar. But they were battering us. They were absolutely battering us. No one could get a foothold of the game. We could only string one or two passes together before giving it away. It was just very, very poor, and we were asking for it and asking for it and asking for it. And eventually the equaliser does come, and it is 100% deserved. It's a volley that beats Burge, but the crosses that are coming in, they're coming in far too easy. McFadzean or McGeady on that left side, who, of course, McGeady isn't known for his defensive duties, but McGeady a couple of times when he was tracking back, he was just letting players walk past him. McFadzean the same, and he's supposed to be the defender, and just allowing balls to come in. And eventually their pressure pays off, to make it 1-1. Again, 100% deserved. Because they were winning all the second balls, and that was the most frustrating thing. We'd win, a 50-50 in the air, we'd win the header, but then no one's following it up. They were just wandering around, we're allowing them, and they just wanted it that little bit more, which we shouldn't be saying, particularly at home. But yeah, they made it 1-1. But then right on the stroke half time, we do get ourselves a penalty. It's very fortunate. McGeady gets taken down. I think it is a penalty, but it's just fortunate in the sense that it was one of the first time we saw the ball back in the Gillingham half since we actually scored the early goal. And McGeady gets taken down. Ledbetter takes the penalty. The keeper actually makes a very, very good save, but he can only sort of parry it out straight back to Ledbetter, who nods it into what's basically an empty goal when the keeper's on the floor. So we make it 2-1 at half time. Second half, we come out and we look much better. We're going for that. We're going for that goal. We're going to make it, or we're trying to extend our lead. But he does bring off Diamond, who I think was very much ineffective, and brings on Gooch. We needed that sort of pace to drag us up the pitch, and he was doing that a good few times. Gooch, we're making chances. We hit the bar immediately in the second half. A ball was put in towards Charlie White. I think the only time White touched the ball in the entire game came in the second half. He didn't really get much at all in the first, and that was not really his fault in terms of, with Charlie White, I say it all the time, he needs service. He's not someone who's going to drag himself into the game. He will wait for others to bring him into the game. The ball and the service has to be there, and it wasn't, but the one chance he did have was immediately, I think it was 10-15 seconds in the second half. And it was a header at the back post. It loops the keeper, but it just bounces off the top of the crossbar and out for a goal kick. But we were making chances, as I say, and we started to control the game a little bit better than the first, and it became more of an even game rather than just one team bending over and sitting back like we did in the first half. We had a chance, which it frustrates me. The same thing happened against Ipswich, where a ball is pulled back later on in the game, mind you, to finish the game off. Only about 10 minutes to go. It's pulled back to O'Brien, takes a touch. He just wanted to just ping it into the back of the net, but no, he's scuffed it straight into a defender, and it's just so frustrating. It's just not going for the lad. But either way, they do get themselves an equaliser. It's a loose ball that's running straight through the middle of our defenders. The thing that frustrates me is the lad that was sort of running through, Willis had him. He had him at arm's length. I'm not saying that that Willis had him entirely covered, but there was another man free who got the equaliser in the end, who McFadzean should have been marking, but McFadzean felt as though he had to get involved. He doubled up on the play that Willis seemed to already have under control, and he's left the guy at the back post. So he's let it run through, free, and he's gone slipped past Burge and he's smashed it into the roof of the net. Poor defending, piss poor again. To make it 2-2, so it's really, really frustrating. They see the game out 2-2, and I think it's probably about a fair result. If anything, I'd struggle to say that we deserve a draw given how dominant Gillingham were and the chances they had in the first half, and they also hit the post in the second as well. They had plenty of goalmouth scrambles that could have quite easily got in the back of the net, Gillingham, in the second half. But I think we probably only just maximum deserve a draw from that performance. We do, of course, if you want to look at positives, it's another game. It's a game that we haven't lost. We've gained another point, but at the end of the day, we should have seen that game out. Now, a couple of little things. We've made a couple of signings. I couldn't make videos separately for them because I was at work last night. I did the night shift. I'm exhausted. I'm going straight to bed after this. I've basically come home from the night shift, watched the game, and I'm doing this straight away. I need to sleep. But yeah, we made a couple of signings, two very, very good signings, mind you. Vokin's a left back who, we needed that cover. Hume being injured long term and McFadzean being as shit as he is. Vokin's from Southampton, youngster. Mind you, he only played a few days ago against Arsenal, so it shows, he's very highly rated. I haven't seen much of him, but he is very, very highly thought of at Southampton. So hopefully he can tuck in and take McFadzean's place. But the big one for me, later on last night, it was announced that Jordan Jones, a winger who I'm pretty sure I made an entire video about a year or two ago when we first come down to League One. He was a player I really, really wanted us to go for, but he hasn't had the best of times at Rangers. I know he's had some disciplinary issues. Apparently he broke, COVID laws, or he broke the sort of rules and went to a party during lockdown, which is ridiculous. It's stupid. Hopefully it's something he's learned from. But, away from his attitude, you can't deny what a player this lad is. A very, very good player. We needed that pace, that direct running, that tricky ability, and he's got that in abundance. He's absolutely rapid, the lad, and we need that. So I'm very, very excited to see him play. I'm sure he'll probably get some time on Tuesday. He couldn't play today because he signed after 12 o'clock yesterday. But yes, that's two very good signings, but it's just a shame that today's ended on such a negative note because we should have sent that one out. We should have been more professional. We weren't, and we handed it them, which is unfortunate. We are now in 6th. As I'm saying that anyway, I know games are just kicking off as I'm recording this. Elsewhere in League One, we would have been 5th and just 5 or 6 points off the top had we have won that game. But no, it's another missed opportunity to climb up the table. I'm sure we're going to drop back out of the playoffs after today's games. But either way, that's it, guys. Really disappointing. Very, very disappointing. And I just feel very deflated after that game. I felt like we had, we'd done very well to keep it at 2-1 for so long. I mean, it looked like we were managing the game quite well. So to give it away in the manner we did, and at the time we did, it hurts. It really does hurt. But that'll be it. That's my thoughts, guys. If you have enjoyed, hit the like button for me. It'd be massively, massively appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sarny Army. But for now, you take care and stay jammed.